I'm just on a walk right now. I had to clear my mind, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of forest bathing. So just walking through the forest, acknowledging God's creation and tuning in with nature. So come along. I just saw this little park over here. I'm gonna go over there and just check it out. Let's see. Sometimes you just gotta play with your inner child. Sometimes you just gotta do shit like this. I was just thinking, like, when you're in the city, you don't have a chance to connect with nature. You don't have a chance to really stop and relax to enjoy God's creation. Because when we look at Earth, this is God's creation. This was created by the Creator. He gave us mountain, he gave us trees, he gave us leaves, gave us birds, gave us bees. All of this. When you stop to enjoy it, when you stop to just take it all in, when you stop to just breathe, that's you honoring your connection with the Creator, with God, with the universe, with Allah, with whoever you believe in. The mind can't comprehend the infinite. The infinite is uncomprehendable. So we don't understand, but we understand stopping and just being in tune with our bodies, what we're made up of. We're made up of the same things that God created the universe with: cells, atoms, molecules, DNA. Everything has DNA. Everything is a composition of the elements. Today's thought of the day was, when you look at something, stop to honor it. Don't look at what it is. For example, take a rug. Don't look at the rug as just a rug. The rug has a purpose. The rug's purpose is to create comfort for when you step out the shower or whatever, to make the room more nicer, more comfortable. But the rug is made out of threads, is made out of dyes, is made out of the sheepskin or whoever's skin. It's made out of something. It came from somewhere. It had to go through many obstacles to get to that store, to where you bought it. Who sold it to you? The person that sold it to you. What knowledge did they have of the rug? Everything is much deeper. You got to look at everything as a sequence of events so that you can actually really be grateful for the purpose of things. And this is just not to go talking about the rug, but also talking about humans. We look at people and we only see part of them. They only show us part of who they are. But their whole self is that self that they hide, that only comes out in the dark. You see, from me, I have two parts to myself, and I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not hiding it. I show up in the world as a very smart, intelligent, mature, self-aware person. And in the house, at home, like, the other side to me is the side that I don't show most people. I don't show most people how I used to be anxious all the time. But I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm making the effort every day of journaling, and I love doing it. But that's not something that I used to do all of the time. I had to find an outlet for myself. I had to gather new tools and see with trial and error what works for me and what didn't work for me. So at home, I'm very to myself. I'm not as outgoing as I show other people. I have a side to me whereby sometimes I don't want to speak. I wake up in the morning, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to anybody. I want 5 minutes to myself. I want in the morning to just be able to not think about anything. I just want to be able to enjoy things. Everybody has two sides to them. They have the side that they show the world, and then they have the side that, is at home, that is private. And it's okay to keep things private. You don't have to share everything. I don't share everything that I do in the house when I'm by myself. I do a lot of things that you would be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that you do that. Like, that's interesting. So sometimes you just got to keep stuff to yourself, and it's okay. Acknowledge those parts of you, those parts that are scary, those parts of you, how you act when you get angry, when you get upset. Acknowledge all of those parts of you. That's what makes you who you are. And when you acknowledge those parts of you that you don't want to acknowledge, that you actually run from, that you actually avoid, it becomes easier for you to work on those things that you're avoiding. And then you'll stop avoiding everything else in life, because if you're avoiding yourself, then you're going to be avoiding other people. Avoidance is you showing that you're avoiding parts of yourself that you don't want to acknowledge. You don't want to acknowledge the truth about things. And so when you don't acknowledge the truth about things, you don't acknowledge the truth about things in your life. You avoid everything that you're supposed to face head on. You're supposed to face your fears head on. You're supposed to face change head on. You're supposed to face a lot of things head on. You're supposed to face your family head on. Stop avoiding things and just confront them so that you can move past them. So that you can know when you're fearful, this is what you should do. When you know there's change happening, this is what you should do, because you have acknowledged the way you react to external factors. You have acknowledged how you act within yourself. The truth is an ugly truth. But there's beauty in knowing how to move forward, how to handle it, and what actions to take when you're in those situations that are requiring and they're bringing up your fear and fear of change. Fear is just the opposite of courage, so take courage. Honor yourself, honor your fears, honor the change that you don't want to do, honor whatever it is about yourself that you don't like, honor it. Because how can you move forward if you don't honor it? Stop avoiding things. And that's what society likes to do. Society likes to avoid things. They don't like to face things head on. They don't like to acknowledge things, because acknowledging it means accepting it. And a lot of people don't like accepting things. But just accept it so that you can move on with your life. I've accepted all parts of myself. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the envy, the jealousy, everything. That's why I'm a person that I'm not a jealous type of person. Because when you're jealous, you're acknowledging that you don't have what the other person has. I may not have what they have, but I have what I have, and that's what makes me me, and we're all individuals. The past couple of days, I've been watching Inside Out, and it's actually been teaching me a lot. Children's movies, they have a lot of hidden messages. Y'all should watch it. So not only am I learning, but the kids is learning also. I'm going through a rebirth process, and it's not an easy process, because I have to grieve who I was, and that's why I haven't really been posting. I haven't been doing a lot. There's a lot of things that I may not want to do, but I have to do it. I never wanted to move to New Jersey and live with my dad. No, I didn't want that. But I made the best choice. That was the best choice, getting out of the projects. It's a new challenge. The projects was a challenge. Now I have a new challenge. And I'd rather have this challenge than have to step out my house and see, 10 people on the floor, piss inside the elevator, shit like that. Like, for real. Choose your challenges. Choose your obstacles. Y'all deal with a lot of stuff y'all don't want to deal with. That's because y'all choosing to deal with it. You don't have to deal with it. Once you move up the ladder in life, you start choosing your own obstacles, because you start choosing what you're giving your attention to. Stop giving your attention to people who drain you. We talk about it's easy, but You don't really know until you're actually doing it. And when you're doing it, it's actually very hard. The only thing that's easy is actually enjoying it. And not even, because to enjoy something, you have to, get rid of something else or not do something else in that moment. I said, let me go and take a walk. I have to clear my mind. I didn't want to take a walk, but I'm like, let me do it because I know that it's good for me. I know that I need it. And my body was craving it. You see, the mind moves much faster than the human body. Your human body is made up of trillions of cells, so your mind is moving way faster than what your body can handle. That's why when you're strength training, you push yourself. You're pushing your body to catch up to your mind. So I can't even lie. Like, I have stuff that I have to do, but I'm like, I want to make time for this. I'm making time for it because I deserve it. I deserve to go somewhere and not have to be rushing because I have to, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Like, I don't like that. Lately, I've been, that's what I've been doing. I've been on the go, on the go, on the go. I haven't had time to just not do nothing. And so this doing nothing is actually me doing something because I'm taking care of my emotional body. I'm taking care of the three things, mind, body, and soul. I'm taking care of it right now. So, yeah, enjoy this walk with me, guys. I'm going to see y'all in a little bit. I'm going to just play here in the park while on the swing. This walk right here, it reminds me of when I was in Rome. And I was just walking, just enjoying the forest. It was so beautiful. It was so nice. Nostalgia. What a unique tree. It has one root, but two branches. Very unique. This is a practice rooted in Japanese forest therapy, Shinrin Yoku. Touching a tree helps shift my body out of sympathetic stress and gently guides me back into parasympathetic calm. Nature holds a frequency that reminds my nervous system how to soften, how to return to safety, presence, and inner grounding. Sometimes healing is as simple as letting the earth regulate you again. So I just found this stick and I'm like, oh, people use this stick to like go on mountains and to support themselves if they're walking down a hill. Duh. That's why people walk around with sticks in the forest. Oh, touching that tree, it felt so good because I released everything I needed to and I just prayed and I gave thanks. I don't only pray when I feel down. I'll pray all the time. Because when you pray all the time, you're keeping that connection alive to God, the Creator, Allah, whatever you believe in. Don't come to God only in the bad times. Come to God in the good times, in the happy times, in the joyful times, in the times where you feel lost, in the times where you need guidance. And make sure that you're clear enough to actually hear the answer to your question, the solution to your problem. Make sure that your vessel is open, that is clean, that is not filled with junk. Because how can you hear the solution if your mind is problem oriented. You can't. There's no way. Look at this tree and its leaves. It reminds me that where there's a will, there's a way. And when it's time to bloom, nothing can stop you. This is so random, y'all. Like, it's just by itself, this workout thing. Another machine just in the blue. But look at this view. Hello, New York City. So I just had this insight come to me of that when you forest bathe, when you walk through the forest, and let's say that you're by yourself, it's like you're truly walking into the unknown. Cause I'm just thinking, like, what if an animal comes out? So what if something attacked me and I'm here by myself? But I'm facing the unknown, and this helps regulate my nervous system. This helps make me a little bit more calmer, because when you're in the wilderness, you just don't know what's happening. You have to go along with the flow. You have to just keep going, no matter what comes at you. It's like a metaphor for life. You're walking into the unknown with life. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. But as long as you feel grounded, you feel safe within yourself, you feel secure, then, you know, comes your way. I remember I was walking in the forest the other day and a deer popped out of nowhere, and I was like, oh shit, like, what do I do? I just kept going. I mind my business. I let the deer be a deer. I didn't mess with the deer. I didn't try to have it come to me. I didn't do none of that. I just kept going. I acknowledged it and I kept going. So the same thing with fear. Acknowledge it and just keep going. Keep pushing through. So I'm walking and I see this sign, right? It says private property, no trespassing. But who does this belong to? This is the forest. What do they think? That the forest belongs to them? The forest belongs to Earth. That's the problem, that we be very greedy. Like, who cares if somebody is walking through there? Everything is about mine. Everything is about consumption. Everything is about, it belongs to me. It belongs to me. It belongs to me. No, it doesn't. It belongs to God. It belongs to the Creator. It belongs to the universe. See, people think that we own ourselves too. We don't own ourselves. God owns us. This stuff right here, everything that you see, everything that you touch, everything that you feel, everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything is finite. These are finite things. This fence is finite. Now, these trees, this forest, this is infinite. And that's the problem, that humans, like, we just care about finite things. It's here today, but it's gone tomorrow. You're here today, you're gone tomorrow. You're going back to the infinite. When you pass away, your soul goes back to being infinite, never ending. Well, that's just the thought that came to me. See, this is the perfect example. Look how nature landed on that fence and almost blew it out. You see, like, nature takes shit away from us. Our body is finite. Our body is going to one day pass away. I mean, it's morbid, but it is what it is. Like, that's the truth. One day our bodies are going to pass away. But our soul leaves the legacy here on earth. Our soul creates. You see, my YouTube videos is my legacy. shit is gonna live on forever. Nobody could take my legacy away from me. Nobody can take who I am away from me. Nobody can take what I create away from me, because it's my creation. There's nobody here. You go to the stores is packed. I swear, I only seen 2 people so far. Like, how? This is so cool. I just figured out that you could do like dual capture. I'm walking. It's that private property, no trespassing, right? Look now. Whoop. I'm on the other side now. I'm gonna walk this way. So, I don't like walking this road because it's dangerous. Thank you guys for tuning into this vlog. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. See you later, guys.